Good day and welcome to the ADM YouTube channel weekly market update. My name is Freddie Humfrey, heading up grain trading at ADM Agriculture here in the UK. So I hope that you have had a pleasant holiday season and you are back raring to go. For suppliers, unfortunately, the same cannot be said about grain markets generally and wheat markets specifically. While there was a small tick up in prices over the Christmas week for grains, prices failed to break above recent overhead resistance levels and long downward trends. So very much gave the impression of pullbacks in this long-term downtrend that we have seen for the last going on 13 months. We continue to see heavy stocks to usage ratios on corn, and that is really driving this price agenda. And so while we have weather issues here in the UK and also for our continental EU cousins, the rhetoric of large corn stocks, struggling global demand profiles, and a waning price structure on grains very much carries over, or should I say is a hangover from last calendar year. The change in dates, unfortunately, has not done much to amend that. So to give some depth, we're actually seeing a slowing of the year-on-year growth in demand for wheat on a global scale. And to clarify, while growth is still a general theme overall for wheat, the rate of growth is actually reducing on both a 5 and a 10-year scale. I read an interesting article yesterday that really highlighted this heavy corn stock situation that we have too. So the current US corn carryout estimate is expected to increase by circa 770 million bushels to 2.13 billion bushels for the 23-24 crop season. That is something like a 55% stock increase year on year and puts stocks to usage ratios in and around 15%. The last time we saw that sort of stocks to usage ratio in around that 15% level was 2014 through to 2019, and the average value of corn on farm through that period for the US was around the $3.50 per bushel mark, in comparison to this year's USDA estimate of $4.95. So in short, if history is a barometer to go by, there is some downside price potential when we look at the actual fundamentals of S&Ds being driven by corn. So what change and what could change that bearish aspect? We've been talking about the potential dryness in key Safrinha second corn crop regions in Brazil that a normal El Nino weather pattern year brings, and that conditional forecast is for dryness in Q1 this year. If that doesn't happen and we don't see a significant frost kill event in the same window for the Black Sea, Eastern Europe, or maybe even the US, then a supply side led rally from a pure fundamental perspective is very tricky to see. Of course, we have the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict, and it would be rash to trade purely on the back of speculation around that, in our opinion. And meanwhile, we do see a heightening of tensions and some spillover in the Israel-Gaza conflict currently too. So 2023's theme of geopolitical impact on grain prices has not closed as a chapter as of yet. So in conclusion, we see markets trying to continue 2023's price trend on wheat and grains generally, as heavy overall supplies of grain mixed with a lackluster demand profile on a global scale is not supportive to pricing. Weather will be the name of the game for the next couple of months, with European precipitation being geographically in our mind currently, albeit limited in its potential impact on a global scale, with the backing of such heavy stocks at this stage. In order to see a significant change in that depreciating price trend, we need a significant change in either the demand or the supply side. Demand is a slow-moving beast, and so supply is the main focus in the short-medium term. Today, we are recommending a proactive approach to marketing for grain suppliers here in the UK, with 200 through to 220x the farm being available for feed wheat for next crop season for many. If we see knee-jerk reactions or pullbacks in this long-term price downtrend, then these should be considered as a selling opportunity whilst the current S&Ds remain. Hope that's useful, and as always, please do get in touch through the contacts links in the bio below. Otherwise, have a great week, have a great day, and thank you very much.